There's a simple 6-month money plan most people never follow. Not because it's complicated, not because it requires more income, but because it forces you to confront the uncomfortable truth about why you're still stuck financially. Most people would rather blame the economy, their salary, their family, or bad luck than admit they've been earning money without ever giving it a clear direction. 6 months will pass whether you pay attention or not. And if nothing changes in how you handle money, you'll be in the exact same position. Same stress, same excuses, same frustration. Ignore what I'm about to show you. And 6 months from now, you'll still be wondering why money never stays. But follow this plan all the way through, and you won't just have more money, you'll finally have control. A 6-month financial plan exists that few ever implement. Not because it's complex, nor because extra income is necessary, but because it forces a confrontation with an uncomfortable truth. Why your finances never seem to improve. Blaming the economy, low wages, upbringing, or sheer misfortune is easier than facing the real reason money slips through your hands. Time will continue to move forward, whether you act or hesitate. And without deliberate steps, the next half year will leave you in the same exhausted, overwhelmed state. As Warren Buffett advises, do not save what is left after spending, but spend what is left after saving. A straightforward principle, yet ignored by most. Daily efforts leave you drained. Funds arrive, yet disappear almost instantly. Unexpected emergencies hit like storms, dismantling carefully laid plans. Saving often seems unreachable, no matter the determination invested. Each month carries the promise. This time will be different. Hopes for a financial cushion linger in your mind. Yet calendars flip and cycles repeat. Stress, frustration, disappointment, unchanged. Failure is not a reflection of laziness or lack of skill. You are not incapable. Exhaustion results from methods that never delivered results, repeated endlessly in the hope of change. Without intention, money wanders freely instead of multiplying. Robert Kiyosaki reminds us, it's not how much money you make, but how much money you keep and how hard it works for you. Focusing solely on earnings while ignoring invisible leaks guarantees financial stagnation. Hard truths often go unspoken. Your foundation has been unstable, built on hope rather than structure. Unless decisive action is taken, 6 months from now could mirror every past disappointment. Another unproductive chapter in a familiar story. This doesn't involve fault. Understanding reality, recognizing patterns, and steering resources deliberately are the keys to transforming the financial narrative. Acknowledging struggles, identifying recurring mistakes, and abandoning ineffective strategies represent the first steps toward lasting change. Most people resist these steps, but those who embrace them discover the control and freedom that have eluded them for years. Here's the truth most people never admit. Your struggles aren't caused by how much you earn or the state of the economy or even a streak of misfortune. The real problem lies in the absence of a financial roadmap, a clear plan that tells money where to go, what to accomplish, and how to grow. Without this, every paycheck is reactive, every expense unplanned, and every emergency a crisis. Most individuals live in a cycle of reaction, spending when necessary, saving when possible, hoping something sticks, but hope is not a strategy. Money left to wander will vanish before it can create opportunity. As Tony Robbins says, it's not about the money you make, but the money you keep, the money you invest, and the money that works for you. Few apply this principle because it requires discipline, vision, and patience. Think about it. How many times have you earned, yet watched the balance shrink without understanding why? How often have you tried to save, only to be blindsided by small leaks, forgotten subscriptions, or impulsive choices? These invisible drains are the silent assassins of wealth. The enemy isn't your boss, your job, or the world. It's the mindset that allows money to move without boundaries, without direction, without purpose. It's the belief that earning alone is enough. This invisible force quietly controls your financial life, dictating stress, frustration, and limitation. It's subtle, almost invisible, yet profoundly destructive. Every day that money drifts aimlessly is another day trapped in the same pattern. Understanding this enemy is the turning point, because once you recognize the patterns, once you see where control has been surrendered, you can reclaim power. You can stop being a passenger in your financial journey and become the driver, commanding where every dollar goes, shaping your future intentionally. As Jim Rohn once stated, formal education will make you a living, self-education will make you a fortune. Learning to recognize the true enemy of your finances is the first lesson of self-education. It's the moment where frustration can transform into strategy, chaos into order, and survival into growth. Most people never reach this realization. They continue reacting, spending, hoping, and repeating the same mistakes. But those who confront the real enemy, the absence of a structured plan, begin to take control of their destiny. And that's when everything starts to change. Everything changes the moment you see money not as something to spend, but as a tool to shape your life. Wealth does not appear by accident. It is not random luck or chance encounters. It grows in seasons, cultivated by deliberate choices and consistent actions. Imagine this. 6 months of focused, intentional financial decisions can achieve more than a decade of scattered, unfocused effort. Every dollar you handle either serves you or enslaves you. Without purpose, money slips through your fingers, controlling your life instead of supporting it. As Jim Rohn said, discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. Without discipline, even the largest income becomes a fleeting shadow. The turning point comes when you shift perspective. You stop reacting to bills, cravings, and emergencies and start commanding your resources. You assign roles to every dollar. Some build security, some create opportunities, some grow silently, compounding into wealth. This is more than a plan. It is a mindset. It is the understanding that money is obedient to intention. It is the realization that small, consistent actions compound into freedom. The rich do not get wealthy by luck. They get wealthy because they understand the seasons of money and they act deliberately within them. Consider Warren Buffett's words. Someone is sitting in the shade today because someone planted a tree a long time ago. Every financial decision you make today is a seed. Some seeds feed survival. Some grow into independence. The difference lies in perspective and strategy. Most people never reach this stage. They remain trapped in reactive cycles, earning yet struggling, busy yet stagnant. The mindset shift transforms this story. Stress becomes clarity, frustration becomes strategy, and scarcity becomes possibility. At this moment, the choice becomes yours. Continue allowing money to drift, or take control and give it direction. The latter is the threshold of transformation. Once this mental barrier is crossed, every subsequent financial step becomes easier, clearer, and far more effective. This is not just theory. It is the secret behind the success of countless self-made individuals who turned limited income into lasting wealth, simply by thinking differently about money and committing to a structured approach. Understanding this shift is the spark that ignites every other action in the 6-month plan. Now that the lens has shifted and your perspective on money has transformed, it's time to put that clarity into action. The path to financial control doesn't require endless complexity. In fact, this 6-month journey is structured around just 3 simple, deliberate phases. Miss even one, and the entire plan risks collapse. Most people never complete the sequence. They stumble halfway, falter under pressure, and watch the results they hoped for slip away. Phase 2 is the most challenging because it tests your discipline and consistency, the point where most dreams derail. Phase 3, however, is where the transformation becomes tangible. This is when money begins to respond to your intent, respecting the rules you set, following the strategy you execute, and finally creating the freedom you've been chasing. Consider the words of Elon Musk. Persistence is very important. You should not give up unless you are forced to give up. The framework is designed not to overwhelm, but to guide. Each phase builds upon the previous one, creating momentum that compounds faster than any sporadic effort ever could. The first phase stabilizes the foundation. The second fortifies habits and tests your resolve. The third phase rewards patience with control and leverage over your finances. Understanding the structure is only the beginning. The true power comes from commitment, from executing each phase with focus, from recognizing that small, strategic steps today are the seeds of financial independence tomorrow. Most people never see beyond the first step. They fail before experiencing the subtle, cumulative magic of momentum. Those who persist, however, will discover that money finally begins to obey. Opportunities multiply, and stress gives way to certainty. This is not theory. This is the architecture behind every self-made individual who transformed limited resources into lasting wealth. And now, it's your turn to follow the sequence. Master each phase, and let 6 months of intentional effort change your entire financial story. Phase 1 begins with a truth most people avoid. You cannot build wealth while ignoring the small leaks that silently drain your resources. The challenge isn't a massive expense here or there. It's the tiny, seemingly insignificant spending that goes unnoticed. The daily coffees, impulsive subscriptions, forgotten memberships, and emotional purchases that silently accumulate. Every dollar wasted, unnoticed, slowly erodes the foundation you're trying to build. Money, like water in a bucket, will escape through every crack. No amount of effort will fill it unless the leaks are identified and sealed. This phase demands attention to detail. Track every outflow. Understand exactly where cash disappears. Observe patterns, not excuses. As Dave Ramsey often says, you must gain control over your money or the lack of it will forever control you. Tracking is not glamorous, nor is it exciting, but it is essential. Cutting spending isn't the end. It's the beginning of reclaiming authority. Emotional purchases, indulgences, and impulsive habits must be replaced, not just removed. The brain craves rewards. If habits are broken without substitution, the void becomes temptation. Replace what doesn't serve you with behavior that strengthens your financial foundation. This phase may feel tedious, boring even, and that is precisely why it is effective. Most people skip the details, ignore the discipline, and then wonder why their circumstances never improve. Consistency here creates a rhythm, a baseline, a structure upon which all future wealth is built. Picture yourself 2 months from now. The leaks are identified, the mind is trained, and small victories have compounded into confidence. The moment you realize that controlling minor flows of money transforms chaos into predictability, you step into a new level of financial awareness. Even Warren Buffett emphasizes patience and discipline in small, consistent actions. Someone's sitting in the shade today because someone planted a tree a long time ago. Every saved dollar, every avoided impulse, every tracked expense is a seed. In these first 2 months, you're planting the shade that will shelter you in years to come. Most people try to jump to investing or earning more without stabilizing the foundation. The result? Repeated cycles of stress, disappointment, and frustration. Phase 1 is the invisible work, the unsexy labor, the groundwork that nobody talks about, but the wealthiest know it's indispensable. This is where control is reclaimed. This is where the shift from reactive to intentional occurs. By the end of month 2, if executed faithfully, the mind and the money start to align. Small leaks become visible. Impulse fades. Clarity emerges. Most skip this step, tempted by the allure of quick wins. Those who embrace it, however, discover that money begins to behave differently. The path to financial freedom isn't a sprint. It's a deliberate march, beginning with awareness, discipline, and the courage to stop the bleeding. Phase 2 is where the true test begins. This is where most people falter. Old temptations creep back like shadows in the night. Habits that once drained your resources tap on the door, whispering familiarity and comfort. The distractions you resisted in Phase 1 return with greater force, testing discipline and resolve. But this stage is not punishment, it is training. It is the point where control transforms into confidence, and where small victories compound into lasting strength. The focus is simple, yet profoundly transformative. Automate savings so that money works silently in the background. Build a basic emergency buffer to remove fear from decision-making. And learn to say no without guilt, understanding that every choice you refuse is an investment in freedom. You are not depriving yourself. Every denied impulse, every delayed purchase, every boundary enforced is an act of preparation. You are buying peace of mind, stability, and the ability to seize opportunity when it finally arrives. Tony Robbins once said, "It is in your moments of decision that your destiny is shaped." Phase 2 is composed entirely of moments like these. Each decision to resist instant gratification, to direct money intentionally, to strengthen habits, builds a confidence that cannot be taken away. The challenges here are subtle but relentless. Friends invite spending. Advertising pressures choices. The brain craves comfort, but the successful understand that freedom is forged in the fires of restraint. Every automated transfer, every fortified buffer, every no, without remorse reinforces control and reshapes identity. Consider this. If you quit here, all the effort from phase 1 evaporates. The leaks reopen, habits return, and the cycle repeats. Your financial life stalls, progress fades, and frustration returns. Survive phase 2, however, and a transformation begins. Money stops controlling you. The stress associated with unpredictability diminishes. Confidence grows with every choice executed intentionally, and decisions no longer feel reactive. They feel strategic. As Robert Kiyosaki emphasizes, your future is created by what you do today, not tomorrow. The choices you make in these months are the blueprint for everything that follows. By the end of month 4, discipline has become second nature. Confidence has replaced hesitation, and the foundation is strong enough to handle growth. This is the tipping point. Those who endure find their perspective on money forever altered. They no longer chase income blindly. They orchestrate resources with purpose. And when phase 3 arrives, wealth is no longer a distant dream. It becomes the natural consequence of the work already done. Phase 3 is where the transformation becomes tangible. This is the stage where money stops controlling your life and begins to serve it. Bills no longer induce panic. Emergencies no longer trigger stress. The foundation built in the first 4 months now allows resources to flow intentionally, strategically, and predictably. Focus shifts from restraint to growth. Small, deliberate investments or incremental income opportunities become tools, not risks. Consistency outweighs speed because compounding patience beats sporadic bursts of effort. Every decision is deliberate. Every dollar has purpose. Wealth begins the moment money stops sleeping. It starts working for you quietly, relentlessly, multiplying without constant attention. As Warren Buffett emphasizes, the more you learn, the more you earn. Knowledge combined with discipline transforms your actions into leverage. Money is no longer just currency. It is freedom, flexibility, and opportunity waiting to be seized. By now, the habits forged in phase 1 and strengthened in phase 2 create momentum. Automation, tracking, and disciplined saving have become second nature. Impulse fades, confidence thrives, and the once daunting numbers on a statement now feel like allies, not adversaries. Every choice reinforces control. An extra investment contributes to long-term growth. A disciplined approach to spending solidifies stability. Opportunities ignored in the past are now accessible and actionable. Consider the words of Robert Kiyosaki. Financial freedom is available to those who learn about it and work for it. Phase 3 is the culmination of that learning, a period where intentional action converts into tangible results. The quiet accumulation of resources, combined with patience and strategy, begins to yield options, security, and the freedom to make choices without fear. Emergencies no longer dictate decisions. Unexpected expenses are handled with calm certainty. You're no longer surviving paycheck to paycheck. You're orchestrating your financial reality. This is the payoff for persistence. The months of vigilance, discipline, and strategic planning now generate results that feel almost effortless. Money responds to rules. Opportunities respond to preparation. And you, finally, respond to your own vision instead of reacting to circumstances. Phase 3 is more than financial growth. It is empowerment, independence, and the realization that wealth is a consequence of deliberate, disciplined action. The story that once seemed impossible, freedom from stress, unpredictability, and scarcity, is now real, visible, and sustainable. For those who follow the plan faithfully, 6 months of focused effort replaces years of struggle. The difference is no longer about income. It is about strategy, mindset, and the relentless application of principles that make money work as hard as you do. Now imagine 6 months from today. You're sitting at the same desk, but the difference is striking. Stress that once weighed you down has diminished. Decisions no longer feel overwhelming. Clarity replaces anxiety. You control your finances instead of being controlled by them. Confidence radiates in every choice. Every dollar now serves a purpose. Every expense is intentional. Every investment contributes to growth. Bills no longer feel like chains. Emergencies are handled with calm precision. Opportunities that once seemed out of reach are now visible, attainable, and actionable. Money stops being a source of worry and becomes a tool for freedom. As Jim Rohn wisely said, discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. The discipline cultivated over 6 months creates a new rhythm, a new identity, a new level of financial autonomy. The habits you've developed, the frameworks you've followed, and the persistence you've shown compound into more than just money. They create options, choices, and peace of mind. Now, consider the alternative. If the plan is abandoned, even partially, the cycle repeats. Stress returns. Impulse reasserts itself. Opportunities slip past unnoticed. Excuses thrive, and frustration resumes its quiet dominance. The only difference between these futures is action versus inaction. This plan does not fail anyone. It is structured, tested, and intentional. The failure comes only from quitting early, from abandoning the process when it becomes uncomfortable, from believing that transformation should be instant instead of cumulative. Every day of resistance, every tracked expense, every disciplined choice compounds into results. And those who persevere through discomfort discover a reality where money is no longer a source of limitation, but a vehicle for possibility. Visualize this clearly. 6 months of commitment and focus yields less stress, more control, and unshakable confidence. This is not a dream. It is the logical consequence of effort, strategy, and discipline. Which path will you choose? The one that creates freedom, or the one that repeats the familiar cycle of struggle? Your future is waiting, and the bridge to it is built step by step, choice by choice, day by day. Here's the truth few people confront. Most never complete phase 2. They start with good intentions, track their spending, and feel progress, but then old habits return. Temptation knocks, distraction whispers, and suddenly, the work that could change everything feels too hard. This is the invisible line that separates those who remain trapped in financial struggle from those who begin building lasting wealth. The difference isn't income. It isn't luck. It's commitment. Consistency over months transforms stress into control, frustration into confidence, and uncertainty into opportunity. As Jim Rohn reminds us, discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. Phase 2 is that bridge. Step off it too soon, and the gap swallows your potential. Cross it, and you unlock a momentum that carries you through phase 3 and beyond. Now ask yourself, which phase challenges you the most? Where do you stumble? Where do old habits threaten to undo your progress? Comment 6 months if you're ready to commit fully. This isn't just a plan, it's a roadmap to freedom. 6 months will pass, whether you act or not. The only question is, will you still be stuck in the same cycle of stress, bills, and excuses, or will you finally take control of your financial story? Remember, opportunity favors the consistent, the disciplined, and the courageous. Every day you wait is a day the plan works without you. The choice is yours. The clock is already ticking.